Hello, my name's Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm gonna be talking to y'all about the real witchcraft. And this video is awesome. This video is popping. This video is gonna share with you the real witchcraft of this world. So the one thing you have to know is, well, the first thing is Jesus loves you. Number two, I have a little, you guys can tell, I changed one of the designs in my necklace. I made a harness, and it's green. A harness blessings to the Most High God, to be able to harness your higher self, power channeled from Jesus through you into the world, to be able to heal people, because green is healing. And when I wear this harness, I'm able to heal more people in Jesus' name. Ooh, if you're looking for a harness, I'm making harnesses on the website now. You gotta ask me. You gotta ask me, because that was an advanced design. That was a God-given design. Jesus gave me the design for that, and I'm so grateful, because I was looking for it for years, for a long time, over 7 years of trying to find a design for a harness, and I actually found a stable one. When I make something stable, I make it stable. And see, people are driving by, see me shimmy in the car, but this thing is stable. It doesn't fall off. It stays on. It's a strong harness. It's not even just a harness. It's a chest piece. It's like the one from the Bible, but not with gold in it, because I don't walk around in Florida with gold. I don't think anyone should. So it's very comfortable. I can move it around, and it feels awesome. It doesn't fall off. It stays directly on. It doesn't roll off. It stays amazing. And there's so many different options to adjust it too. So, like, I'm loving the harness. I'm loving it. So it's a chest piece. So in the future, I'll make some really cool ones too. So now onto the video topic, the real witchcraft. I don't really open my TikTok comments like that anymore, because some people are just some people are in so low situations that when they comment, like, they'll comment some, like, because people are really dark on TikTok. I don't know if you guys know that. Like, people are like really dark. So I'll look at a comment and I'll see what the person's going through from their picture into their profile. I'll enter their home and I'll look at just like I just said it. People are in complete poverty, yelling, screaming, chaos. People are doing black magic on their family and other people, etc. So I'm just looking at it from one person's picture. I'm like, so one of the comments I found interesting, I just scrolled through them very, very fast, very quickly. I try to read them here and there for the past day comments. So I've been looking at YouTube comments more. Yay! I've been doing blessings on the people who type out the Lord affirmations as well. And yes, I do actual full-fledged blessings. You can ask Jesus Christ, the Most High God himself. I actually do the blessings on you guys. So they're very effective too. So they're simple blessings. They're not like in-depth blessings. Like, that comes from a custom gemstone necklace. But I'm going to talk about this right now, because people are, this is a really good video topic. So people, you'll see someone who's like, that's witchcraft. Oh, that's witchcraft. 90% of them are Karens. How did I figure that out? It's because when I went through some of the comments, I'm like, hey, these are all Karens. They literally have a Starbucks picture like this. My matcha hachacha mulacha latte with frappuccino, 3,000 calories of sugar and a bunch of crap in it. Like, Nope. When I say crap, I mean crap. I know what I say. I'm very mindful of what I speak. So crap, literally, like, poop. If you see some of the ingredients, literal poop. Like, what do you think it's made out of? Something healthy? Like, no. And actually, most of it has literal poop in it too. Like, if you do some research on some of these ingredients in the companies and the factories of where they're from, cockroaches and stuff poop in Starbucks ingredients, and they're like, that's why you find Hershey's admitted that. But that's a whole, and then they came out, they admitted it, and then they took it back, and then someone paid to get it off Google, and etc. But on to the point. So what am I saying? That person called what I do witchcraft. So they're like, crystals are not mentioned anywhere in the Bible. It's the first, and like I said, this doesn't bother me. It doesn't agitate me. I'm just like, I look at it, I'm like, does anyone else know? Does anyone else know what this person's doing? And everyone really doesn't. It's called the religious spirit. I talked about the religious spirit. You want to watch that video, because it tells you these people are just walking spirits. But that word throws people off, because they're trying to really concentrate on themselves, and they're trying to get closer to God with gemstones that he put on the earth, and people come across like a family member, like, that's witchcraft. The people, let me tell you something right now. I knew a woman back then. And yes, I'm going to tell my story. I don't care if she watches this video. I just don't care. Because this is the truth. And she used to call everything a lie, or she would call everyone a liar. And I'm like, okay. Like, I never responded. I'm like, I don't engage in gossip. Not even back then. I don't engage in gossip at all. It doesn't feel good. It's dirty. You know it's wrong. Why do it? So even from a long time ago, I would never engage in gossip at all. I was just like, okay, because I always knew the energy. It feels like a trap, because it is a trap. So even as a kid, I'd be like, I'm not. I mean, it never felt right. It just never fit. It's just something that just never made sense to me. So, and you know it's wrong. You know, you feel watched by Jesus Christ, the Most High God, when you do it. It's just like, it's wrong, so don't do it. I'll make a whole video on gossip later, but this person would call everyone a liar. Oh, that person's a liar. Oh, that person would call everyone a thief, too. Very specific. She always used the words liar and thief, liar and thief, liar and thief. Years later, I found out she was lying and stealing from everyone she's ever come across. Everyone who she's ever done business with. And I'm like, oh! So then I started computing things. I'm like, okay, so you see a person, and then I looked at other people when I used to go into environmental settings. And for the people, that would ring my ears. Like, I hear, oh, that person's a liar. That person's a liar. They called two people a liar. I'm like, okay. And then you listen to their conversation, and you know they're lying. You know they're lying. A woman or a man saying, yeah, I'm single or whatever, and they're out and about in public, and like, they're not single. Like, oh, that's my ex-husband or ex-wife. It's like, you're lying. You're calling everyone else a liar. So he who smelt it dealt it in this case. So you guys know where this video is heading. So whatever you see someone call everything as is how they are as a person. Unless it goes to the music industry, because the entire music industry and everything in Hollywood, etc., is demonic. So if you're calling that demonic, it's accurate. But if you're in nature, away from people who don't actually worship the devil, and you're seeing stuff like someone passes fart or passes gas, and they're like, that's demonic. But yes. Well, and they have a logical explanation behind it. Well, it stings, it came out of your body, it's gross. You never heard about farting in the Bible. It's like, and the person has a whole argument for it, and you're just like, well, maybe farting is demonic. Like, maybe I should fast from farting. It's just like, it's some stupid stuff. It's literally a God-given function. Jesus is laughing right now, and so are the other angels too. They think it's funny. It is funny. It's just, and there are some people who like farts are demonic. Like, I'll give you the most convincing argument right now. Don't believe anything I'm about to say until I say to believe it, or because I'm gonna put on the act right now. You know, okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Guys, you have to. Oh, great! I'm already smiling. You have to start. Okay. You have to stop farting. Guys, when you go into this world and you fart, you are working for the devil directly. You are spreading farts. It's poop, atomic air. You're farting. Other people have to smell it, and you're putting poop, fart, witchcraft on them. And that's the thing, because great. And whenever the thing is, if you ever see, third time it comes up again, if you ever see or hear about poop often, it means prosperity and abundance. It's just how it is. But this translates to prosperity and abundance for everyone in this video, because I can't even keep myself from laughing or just saying this example. But when you fart, it's demonic. It comes from the devil. It doesn't smell good. It doesn't smell good. God made everything smell good. If you look in the Bible doesn't talk about farting. So I can't even make this argument without laughing, because it's just really, I can't. So you'll have someone who runs a whole argument, and it doesn't even sound right. It just sounds ridiculous. But then it's like kind of convincing. It's like, did you ever hear about Jesus farting? It's like, and they start saying the most craziest stuff. It's like, what? It's like, huh? Well, Jesus was human, but God was born man. All humans are made to fart. So this person will act like they don't fart themselves. And there are some people who are like, well, I've never farted in my life. And that person's just lying. That person just, if they start off the conversation by lying. It's the same thing for the people who said, I've never lied in my life. That person's a liar. That person's a liar. Because even when children lie, unless they're Jesus, because Jesus is perfect, because Jesus was born sinless. So that's the thing. Good Lord. And people fart by accident too. Like, people fart in their sleep. I know certain people, when they fall asleep, they're like, well, I don't fart, and they don't fart throughout the whole day, but at nighttime it's like, mom. So and they're asleep. They don't even know they're doing it. They're just held all day. So, but I can't. Now you guys can believe me, whatever. But I shouldn't set the belief example, because like, don't believe me past a certain point, because I couldn't even do the example. I could not even pretend to be someone who talks about that. So now the next point is, and I laugh at these people who call everything who are crystals witchcraft. Oh, here's where the video comes into play. There are people who call crystals witchcraft, and there's a lot of them, and they have like the most convincing argument. They're like, a whole bunch of people on this planet have not read the Bible at all, haven't touched it. You have to keep in mind, anyone who calls the Bible anything. Oh, great! I forgot the verse in the Bible. I'll have to put it in the comment section if you guys can find it. But anything that the Lord has made in the earth, a sensible man will not deny or reject. Basically meaning, a smart man would use what God, I think it's Ephesians. I forget what it was. Okay. I have to write it down later. But basically, a sensible man would use what God has put in the earth. And then the biggest thing, like, this is the biggest thing in the entire world. So someone's like, crystals are witchcraft. They're demonic. Well, they're talked about in the Bible, right? Like, where? Exodus 28, Exodus 38, Revelation 21, and in very good contexts. Like, very good. In Exodus 28, God literally word for word said they're beautiful and glorious. And then if you look at the other context, because everything's about context. You don't go by one word in the Bible because it comes from a story. Like, well, and then people will start trying to fish up other Bible verses, but it's a whole story coming from the Bible. It's not just one line. So, word Exodus 28, what's the context of it? If you ask them what's the story about Exodus about, they can't even tell you. They cannot tell you what Exodus is about. So, basically, how you know that Aaron was using the crystals given to him by God, or told to acquire by God, and literally on the steps of lapis lazuli, he was told to wear those gemstones because he was getting ready to go into priestlyhood. Those were gemstones that were increasing the vibration and pleasing God. Those were gemstones that were purifying, because everything after that chapter is about purification. So the gemstones were working for purification and unity. Literally, they were calling down angels, and angels were showing up in the area, but they had to get themselves right first, and the gemstones helped them get them right. That's actually one of the reasons I wear a gemstone necklace like this, and this design, is because it's like the breastplate. And I'll eventually make a breastplate. Just like the one in the Bible. With a whole bunch more stones. Whoa. When I said that, the world just moved. It's like, ooh. Everything just started moving. Holy moly. It's like deja vu, but, but, just went on a roller coaster like, wee. But my point is, these people calling everything witchcraft, their intention is foul. They have no good intentions. Crystals are positive energy. You can't do one bad thing with a crystal. It just sends back negative energy. These people are repulsed by them because they have demons on them. They are negative. They are evil. These people don't care about God. They don't care about reading the Bible. They care about their ego, and and these people are just robots. They care about moving you away from God, and feeding their ego, because these people don't have an actual connection with God. I don't care if it's a family member who tells you it's witchcraft. These people don't have the connection that you think they have with God. They feel like they have to do some kind of extremist activities by going around telling people witchcrafts are evil. This is witchcraft. This is demonic. Now let's talk about the real witchcraft, because what I say in the start of this video, people who point the finger at everything, that's witchcraft, that's witchcraft, that's witchcraft. Look at not everyone's able to watch what they do in their lives. But if you're to look at someone in their life, I'm going to tell you, because, fine, this is not invasive because the person entered my territory. But this person called what I do teaching about crystals demonic. She made a video saying, don't wear his crystals. Crystals are witchcraft. I went, and this is not to scare anyone. But let's just say when you're in the wrong in the spiritual realm, things are made open. Like a file. I looked in her day, and this is exactly as to how you see it online. She went to Starbucks. She butted heads with people in a line. She literally gave the person in Starbucks a problem, made them switch the coffee 3 different times. She went out with her friends. She proceeded to badmouth her other friends. She ate the world's worst food ever. She ate so much fast food that fast food couldn't keep up with her. Ooh, where'd that joke come from? Jeez. It's not my joke. I'm just repeating what they're telling. Okay, so next, she went into her apartment complex, and she proceeded to get into it with other neighbors, of course discriminating by skin color. They were Hispanic. And I won't say what she said under her breath when she walked away, because everything you ever do is recorded. So when you're in the wrong, you're basically put on a platform. So this person went into their apartment complex's pool to make my video, or the video they made about me, her little dog that she hits. Little dog she hits and smacks, telling to shut up. And yes, this is going deep into the video, and I won't even tell you about the rest of her day afterwards. And basically, her day actually is a lot more detailed than that, but that's enough for you guys to know. So this person, she actually calls everything else witchcraft online too. She'll go to a crystal store website just to post stuff, post reviews on stuff she hasn't bought, calling things witchcraft and evil on websites that do allow that. She'll basically convince other people to throw their crystals out because she's jealous because she can't afford them on her own. No man loves her because she's of her behavior, because she doesn't love herself, so she projects it towards others. I will not keep going, but she calls everything witchcraft. But look at what's going on in her day. The way she treats people is flat out witchcraft. That's witchcraft. The way that she puts people down, that's black magic at its finest through actions. That's stronger than spells, because words are spells. What else? I mean, I want to go through her whole day again. The way she treated those people who work there, she made them want to quit. That's witchcraft. That person has to go back home, and that person's taking their negative energy that they was passed on by her to them in their home, and now that person has a negative home full of witchcraft. That's witchcraft. That person, I'm gonna give someone. I can't go too deep into this, but the food she eats. Remember how I talked about the food she eats? Stuffing pork down her, shoveling pork, and then going to McDonald's and eating tons of McDonald's with all these salty ingredients. That food's witchcraft. It's literally that. Let's just say fast food chains have magic spoken over them. That's why people are so addicted to them. The ingredients alone are witchcraft. What do you put into a black magic, whatever, spell? A whole bunch of stuff that's not healthy. So, the way she hits her dog, witchcraft. Literally harm on innocence. The way she treated other men in the past, witchcraft. She caused most of them to want to do this to themselves. The way she drives, I didn't mention that. Cutting people off, hitting the brakes, witchcraft. She can really hurt someone. That's witchcraft. So what's my point? Look, if you ever look into the lives of people calling everything witchcraft, that person's a witch. Male or woman. A witch. Like a bad witch. Some people call themselves a witch in a good sense. I'm talking about a bad witch. Not a sandwich. A bad witch. So she's foul. This person, one person, just investigating into her situation. I don't use tarot cards. I talk to Jesus and the beautiful angels and the Holy Spirit and Mother Mary. I'm like, why did this person call this witchcraft? And I basically got taken through the spiritual realm. So I'm like, okay, this is a good tier. And I will not use anyone else because this is it's invasive. I don't care if you don't like it being, the thing is, if you're doing wrong and you're worried about being invasive, I'm going to see your situation. I don't care. Someone was so scared, they snapped at me a while ago. They basically said, oh, you're basically looking at my whole life, basically paranoid. I actually looked into their life to see what they were so scared of. They're cheating on everyone from their husband. I've said enough because someone flat out snapped at me saying, oh, you're looking at everyone's lives. No, I'm not. I have better business to do than to do that. But for that person who snapped at me for that out of nowhere, I look into their life. They're cheating on their husband with everyone. Half the city, their pastor. And no, I'm not being scandalous. Basically, the truth is coming to light. Because the truth is very bright, and the truth is Jesus Christ, the Most High God, and everyone's going to be judged. The thing is, people think they can hide stuff from Jesus, and you're driving on the wrong side of the wrong side of the street, dude. I don't know how to. You can't get that person's attention. Good Lord. Just got out of their car. Okay. But back to my video topic, because this video is getting long. Whenever you see someone call everything witchcraft, simply ask Jesus Christ, the Most High God, can you show me what they're doing to call what a crystal, a gemstone, a beautiful gemstone that's in their own phone, in a satellite, in a TV. Because they're doing, I mean, according to their theory, they're doing witchcraft because a crystal's in their phone, a crystal's in your ears. Our teeth are crystals, their teeth are witchcraft. Well, pretty much at that point. Inside their brain is witchcraft. Everything they're doing is already witchcraft. So they're calling themselves a witch first. So what I'm saying, even in their case, is correct. So you can't take these people seriously, even to a small degree. If you know that, if you have an aunt that calls things witchcraft, she's doing witchcraft in a sense. She's gossiping. She's doing something bad. She's evil eyeing. She's doing some kind of witchcraft. Anyone who calls anything witchcraft that's not witchcraft, like a crystal, for example, that's pure, that person's doing witchcraft. Ask Jesus himself. When I say ask Jesus himself, because I made a video like that, I say ask Jesus himself. I literally say out loud, Jesus Christ, the Most High God, Lord, please show me, Lord, show me what this means when this person calls that witchcraft. You'll have a whole dream showing you their entire life. Like, okay, that person does do witchcraft. Or you'll just see it in person. This video is getting long. If you want crystals against witchcraft, if you want a custom, I get happy. Get yourself a custom necklace from FloridaStoneman.com. Literally every human being who has a custom gemstone necklace from me is thriving. People who have a gemstone necklace from me, it's prescribed for you. It's literally prescribed from the help of Jesus Christ, the Most High God, the Holy Spirit, the Father in heaven even, my beautiful angels, Mother Mary, and it comes out amazing. I love making your guys' necklaces. It's amazing because I know when I make your necklace that's blessed through the Lord, holy moly, it comes out gorgeous. But until then, and when you get the custom necklace, DM me on Instagram. You have mentoring for life as well. I love helping you guys. Make sure you give Jesus Christ, the Most High God, his thanks and his praise. Remember, everything comes back to him. Every deed, action, etc. is seen by him. The next time you see someone call a crystal witchcraft, ask Jesus, can you show me why that person just called that crystal witchcraft? You made the crystals, so they're calling what you made as crystal. The thing is, heaven's made out of mostly gemstones. Heaven is mostly gemstones. A little secret, even trees in heaven are gemstones. So if they don't like gemstones, they're not getting to heaven. Thing is, their soul doesn't crave that, so they're not going there anyway. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Give Jesus his thanks. He loves you guys. Until then, ciao.